Good morning, students. I welcome back SR online classes for BSc all 6th semester students. The class will be discussing on continuation topic is text formatting. So different types of text will be explained in tags will be previous class. Today we will continue to another tag is formatting text tag. The last class is discussing strand, super, subscript, stripe will be completed, and now we are discussing one more is paragraph tag, P tag. P means paragraph tag. Okay. P and P. For example, if you want to display of information, P tag mainly used for displaying the information in particular formatting in separate tab setting and paragraph wise. For example, if you can define definitions in one paragraph, separate lines. That's why using not only continuous sequence of the sentence, you can separate it by another lines and using P paragraph. That for example, the purpose of text can be displayed in the browsers in different paragraphs, different paragraphs. You can writing up the information. We are using P tag will be implementation. P is means paragraph and corresponding with P is close. Paragraph close. Clear? This is a paragraph. Generally mainly used for only defining of the text in separate lines. That purpose of using paragraph. Here means HTML tag describes here HTML tags describe the desired structure of the web page. Rather than exactly how to should look. How to should look. Only means, but for example, means here you can write the paragraph means in particular sentence will be in separate lines. That means desired structure of web page rather than exact how to should look. Here we will study about P tag, paragraph tag. What do you mean by paragraph? Okay, the paragraph tag is used to break the text. Break the lines or break the text into paragraphs. Most browsers, it's like most browsers means Internet Explorers, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. Empty will be there. Most browsers place an empty vertical space between paragraphs. Here means to design a block of text as a paragraph and enclose it within the paragraph. Generally means if you can write the syntax means P paragraph and paragraph close. If we can write an example, as if we can write change the lines. Change the lines are used to break the text. Break the text into paragraphs. The purpose of using paragraphs. Just if you can define the computer definition or anything, okay. You have mentioned more than one lines. You can write some separate lines. So breaking of the text, you are using paragraph. Just giving on the syntax and exam program as you wish. If you can write the previous examples are there. Continuation will be there. Just instead of using some tags, italic tag, bold tag and superscript, just you are using P and P. Number of P's available, number of paragraphs available on web document or web browser or web pages. So many headings, so many paragraph headings is there. That why we mentioned P means in separating of the paragraphs. Example here. HTML head title example program on paragraph tag title close and close. Next, if you can write body bg equal to red as we wish instead of using text colors other color codes text equal to blue. Then if you can write implementation of the actual tag is P. This if you can write content anything on it. This is the first paragraph. As if you can write anything. This is the first paragraph mentioned. This is the title sentence. Just to be a continuation as if we share definitions or anything, okay. Just assume that it's something of information you are writing here. Otherwise, if you can write anything here, it's like if you can write the definition of the computers or anything, any formulas, any content, any just more than lines. Just fix here means more than one line and mentioned. That's why is one line is there, 2, 3 or 4 lines. You will notice that after learning a lot of HTML pages or HTML tags. This concludes paragraph 1. Next, P close. P begin and P close. Otherwise, you have mentioned P close here. Otherwise, you have mentioned here. No issue here. Okay. Next, one more P. One more P means one more paragraph is having a web document. This is the second paragraph. This is the second paragraph. Experiments. As you wish, one good way to the HTML tags to practice this is close means this is one paragraph, this is another paragraph. Just you can write more than lines. Next, you can write one more P. This is the third paragraph. This is the third paragraph. Just if you can write if you ask yoga is an ancient art form. Yoga is an continuation means next one paragraph, second paragraph and third paragraph. Next body close, and then after HTML close. Here now what will be output here after completion of this program? Okay, after displaying on the web browser, 3 paragraphs will be displayed. This is first, this is second, this is third. That purpose of using P tag. That purpose of using P tag, paragraph tag. Here output will display in web browsers. Background color is red and text color is blue, and this is a one paragraph, second and third. Next one is heading tags. Next another is a very this is completion of the formatting text. Heading tag is very another question is what are the heading tags in HTML? Here heading tags is 6 tags are there, H1 to H6. What is the difference between H1? What is the difference between H2, H3, H4 until H6? Just the question is asked of the what are the heading tags? What are the heading tags means H1, H2, H3 and H6. Next one is another tags, heading tags. Heading tags are head tags. Here the HTML is having a 6 tags up here. What are they? H1 to H6. H1 to H6 are these are called heading tags. It's like that is H1 as you wish, if you can add capital letter or small letter. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. These are called heading tags. What is the difference between here? H1 is a text will be displaying in the high size. Size will be increased, text size will be increased big. H2 will be compared to H1 is a less, reducing on the size of. For example, if you have, the text will be displayed in big size, you are using heading tags. Already the font size will be there in another topic is font tags, but no need of the mentioned font used. We are using one text, one information will be displayed in the browser. Comparison of the text will be different styles. You are using H1 to H6. What particular text will be displayed in different sizes, font size. It's like text size. And purpose of using H1 to H6. H1 is a very big. H2 is a compared to H1 is reducing on size, and last one is H6 is a very small of the H2 and H3 and H4 and H5. Here needs just if you can write some one sentence. H1 and corresponding closing tag is H1. Similarly H2 corresponding H2. H3 H3. H4 H4. It's H5 H5. H6 H6. These are the tags. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Clear enough with it? Corresponding closing tags are there. Here means in many forms, of writing, it is a common to include section headings. It is common to include section headings to provide the reader with a sense of the documents. Document structure. Here means when viewing is in particular most browsers support a hierarchy. Hierarchy of 6 levels of HTML headings. The beginning tag for heading is H1 and ending tag, the closing tag means beginning. Out of the beginning tag, 6 tags are there. Beginning tag is H1 and least tag is H6, H1 to H6. Just if you can write the sentence of program of the heading tags, we are using all tags H1 to H6. Comparisons here mentioned. Syntax H1 close, H2 close, slide dislikes, H3 H6 close. Okay, example program next. HTML, header, example program, heading tags, titles, exam program on heading tags. Clear all of it? Next, body bg color equal to pink, text equal to blue. Now I will mention heading tags. H1 this is SR College, H1 close. Just if not only I mentioned, as if we can write some sentence here. H1 close. Next H2, same we can write as if same sentence or a different sentence. SR College. H3, this is SR College. Only if you can write same sentence, SR College, and his body is closed, and the last one is H10 closed. My topic is heading tags. Here mentioned here H1 to H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. This hierarchy of the programming is the text will be displayed of the H1. This is SR college. The font size or text is very big. Here to here, compared to this is a SR college, compared to this one is small, reducing on the side, and compared to here, this size will be small, and this is the least size. H6 is a very least size compared to H1 or H5. This next body and HTML goes. Then after is the completion of this program, what to do? Save the file. Okay, now where you can save, you can choose the file in particular browser and particular documents, and or where you can open the file, you choose in the browser and locate the save the file, open. Then what will be output here? The comparison here, it's like output means this is a subtopology. 6 lines are there. Okay. Next. This is SR college. Compared to here, size will be decreasing. Next, third one is the size. This is SR college. Fourth one also, this is SR college, and fifth and sixth small. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Here is a very big size, and very least size compared to here. This is means instead of using no need of mentioned font size, already one more command is there. Font command is there. Font command here mentioned font size will be equal to your mentioned 20, 30, 40. No need of mentioned font size. Directly using heading tags. Particular information headings will be displayed at particular size. You are using either H1 or H2, H3 or H4, H5 and H6. Then you can use it depending on these comparisons. This is a used for this type of heading tags, comparison purpose. Easily instead of using font face, font size 20. Otherwise, you can mention, for example, H1 information displayed but very beginning heading big display. H1 you are using. Otherwise, some small size will be again H2 or H3, H4, H5, H6. That is means heading tags. Here means 6 tags H1 and corresponding closing tags here, and beginning tag and corresponding closing tags H1. 6 tags is available, corresponding closing tags. Mainly these tags, these heading tags very useful for dividing the documents into sections. The more important the section, the larger section will be. Just to get one more sentence here. The heading tags are very useful for dividing a document into sections. The more important section, the larger the heading, the larger the heading tag, and the subheadings are usually less important. Less important, and so receive smaller headings. Okay, this is a heading tags clearly. Along with that, clearly very useful here means heading tags. Clearly about that, these tags mainly okay useful for dividing a document section into different size will be there. Heading tags and subsections were usually is less important and is receive smaller headings are using H6. Okay, clear? The session will be stopped, and tomorrow we will continue to another topic is breaking tags, list tags, and one more tags will be there. Tomorrow will be explanation. Today's session will be stopped. Thank you. Have a nice day.